Hello, my dear students. So, here today, myself, Deshmukh Madhuri from Biocell Tutorials welcomes all of my dear students of BSc second year. So, students, today we are going to start a new family, that is the Acanthaceae or Acanthaceae. So the classification of Acanthaceae family, that is as usually you know that division is phanerogamy only, flowering plants. Subdivision here angiospermic, that is the seed bearing, and the seed is enclosed in a uh, ovary or a fruit. Okay. A class dicotyledons. Subclass Gamopetalae means petals are usually fused petals. Then series Bicarpellate, order Personales, and family Acanthaceae. Now let us discuss and observe the plant which is included under the family Acanthaceae. So this is the Barleria priontis, showing yellow color flower. These yellow color flowers, and spikes are present on the surface of the stem. We can observe these are the leaves, these flowers. So this one is the male gamete, androecium of the flower. So let us discuss more detail about this. The distribution of this family is commonly in the damp and marshy places. This family includes about 240 genera and 2200 species. The vegetative character of this species, that is the root, is branched and taproot system. Stem is herbs or shrub. Okay. And stem is the woody also, and the habit of the plant is herb or shrub. Some are xerophytic also, that means xerophytics means they grow in a less water content region, dry region, and herbaceous. Twinner, or some plants are holophytic too, that is the Acanthus species. Now let us discuss about the leaves. The leaves are the simple. They are usually opposite decussate, entire, exstipulate, thin and delicate. In xerophytic plants, leaf blades are more or less spiny. As we know that in xerophytic plants, it should be spiny because in this region water availability is less. In xerophytic region water availability is less, that means it is usually dried region, and so that the plant want to save the water, and these plants want to make the transpiration rate low, and so what the presence of spiny surface or spines we can observe on the surface of such kind of the family. The epidermal cells of the leaf contain the calcium carbonate crystals. So the leaf contain calcium carbonate crystals also. The inflorescence might be cymose type and sometimes racemose. Now let us discuss the most important part of the flower, that is flower only. Okay. So flowers are with well developed bract and bracteoles, brightly colored, pedicellate. So friends, you know the difference between pedicel and petiole. Pedicellate or pedicel is nothing but the stalk of the flower, and petiole is the stalk of the leaf. So you should be very well clear about this, because you are the students of taxonomy, so you should know this minor things. Okay, so let's start. This flower is bisexual. You know that already we have discussed. Bisexual means male and female, both the gametes are present in a same flower. Zygomorphic, complete flower, tetra or pentamerous, and hypogynous. So zygomorphic also, all the terminology we have discussed, but again we'll discuss about the zygomorphic. Zygomorphic means such kind of the flower means they will obtain the symmetry you know in geometry, no, so the flowers will get the symmetry, they will obtain the symmetry, so they are zygomorphic. Complete flower, tetra or pentamerous, and a hypogynous. Okay. Sepals are usually 5, and these sepals are joint petals. So students, as usual, we use such kind of the structure, we use the terminology gamosepalous. By mistake I think I wrote here gamopetalous, but it is gamosepalous because we are discussing about the calyx. Calyx are nothing but the sepals, and so here the word should be gamosepalous, not gamopetalous. Okay. The aestivation is imbricate. Now we'll discuss about the corolla. Corolla are nothing but petals, and friends, you know that the petals are of different size, different colors. They are the main attraction of the flowers. Everyone, even human, also attract towards the flower because of its attractive color of the petals. So petals are 4 to 5, and they are gamopetalous. As like calyx, corolla also usually joined, so we use the terminology gamopetalous. The corolla is bilobed, and inner sides of the corolla consist of the densely populated hair, and the corolla inner side shows the densely populated hair like structure. Aestivation is same one as like calyx, that is the imbricate aestivation. Now we'll discuss about the most important essential floral whorl, androecium, and afterward we'll discuss about the gynoecium. So let us start. Androecium is nothing but the male gamete of the flower, and they are generally 4. They didymus, epipetalous. Epipetalous also we have discussed in many families. We know this word, that is the epipetalous. Epipetalous is nothing but this androecium shows the appearance, or they are present above the petals. So we use this terminology, that is epipetalous. Androeciums are epipetalous. In some plants, stamens are only 2, and in plants where the stamens are 4 and 5th also. That is, when stamens are 4, then another 1/5 stamen is reduced. Okay. So let us discuss about gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part of the flower. Carpels are 2, and they are syncarpous. Ori is bilocular. Bilocular, bi means 2, locule means lobes. Bilocular structure. Superior also, all of we know, the student, those are joining the lecture or those who are present from the beginning, they are known all this terminology, that is the superior. What is the superior? Superior means all the floral whorl which are present in the flower are below the ori, and this position is called as a superior position. Each locule consists of two or many ovules. Ovules are nothing but the seeds, future seeds. Style is long, slender and projected out from the corolla tube. Okay, so the style which is present, or we can refer it as, this is the part of the female gamete, and the style is a slender and very long tube like structure. There are two stigmas, as we know that students from beginning of the 8th or 9th standard, we are studying about the stigma. Stigma is the part of the female gamete and which secrete the sugary or stigmatic secretion, and these stigma are two in number generally. The stigma present posterior and is highly reduced structure. Okay. So friends, now let us discuss about the fruits. The fruit is bilocular, capsule type, dehiscence, longitudinal, or the fruit may be droopy also. So dehiscence means after maturity it might get burst, or it might get, what we called it as a dehiscence means it might get burst, or it get break. In our language we can call it will get break after drying. So this nature is called as a dehiscence. Okay. Now let us discuss about the seed. Seeds are small, many in number, exalbuminous. Exalbuminous means albumins present here. Pollination by insect. Now let us discuss about the economic importance. This family flowers are used ornamental. Leaf extract of the Adathoda vasica. Adathoda vasica is one of the plant which include in this family, is used in the cough syrup. It possesses the antiseptic and anti-insecticidal properties. So friends, we have discussed about the economic importance of this family. As we know that this family plants are very important in point of view of medicinal also. So we must study this family. Now this is the floral formula. This is the floral diagram of this family. Okay. So thank you friends for concentration, and if you have any doubts or difficulties, please comment me in comment section. I'll satisfy by giving answer, or otherwise we'll meet after starting the offline classes. But if you not understand any point, if you got any difficulties while learning, so you can ask me anytime. Okay, I'll be always available for you. Thank you my dear students. Okay, bye bye, good night.